All right, welcome to another episode of 94 Feet. The reason why we call it 94 Feet, the length of the court, 94 feet. I'm one of your hosts, Jay.
You already know.
We got legendary Shane over here. Now,
the voice
what I
of the
want,
people, Mr. 94% right.
Okay, he wrong all the time.
94% right.
So what I want to do is go ahead. So I'm in my work league right now, and because Shane was like, "Where do you?" I said, "I play basketball." Shane like, "Where do you play basketball?"
He said he retired. He don't want to play.
No, I'm on my
He
farewell
don't want to play
tour.
on Saturdays no more.
I'm on my farewell tour. This is what I'm about to go into semi-retirement and then like fully retire. Right. So I pulled up my job. They keep stats and everything. Stats, field goal percentage, turnovers, the whole nine. It's pretty dope. All
right.
So after 6 games, points per game. Could you go ahead and read that for me?
All right, I'm gonna read this off, right?
Listen, this ain't me bragging. He brought it up. He brought it up. I didn't bring it up. He brought it up. I'm like, you know what?
All right, this is what we're gonna do right here, right? His first name for points per game, it starts off as Jay. Jay averaging 26.7, all right?
26.7.
I'm like, that's good numbers.
26.
But this is the kicker right here. This is it right here. The next dude name is Cody.
Hey, that dude can
There's
ball.
a dude named Grayson, Kyle. I'm not rocking with your league now. Since I seen Cody as a
Hey, Cody can ball,
bro.
dog.
What I said
Cody
is
can ball.
I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. The company I work for is 3 black people. Throughout the whole, we got about 600 employees. It's 3 black people.
Listen.
One is a 40-something, late 40s man, and a late 40s woman.
No, listen. We have way more black people than that. My company got
Kyle?
way more black people than that.
Oh, Grayson.
Listen,
Cody.
They got a whole bunch. They got a whole team of black folks. That's what I'm saying. 2 whole teams
Adam.
of black folks.
Also, the whole league is just
Luke's
your job.
The whole league is just my job.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is updated. This is not from last. This is not from last
I seen
year.
the roster, and I said, I'm mad you're not averaging 30. Come on. I seen Luke, Kyle, Cody. You should be averaging 30, man.
I can't with this dude, dog. That's funny. But yeah, you brought it up, so I felt, I felt that I should just go ahead and, share that info.
Yeah,
with
that's
but it's
cool,
a fun
man.
league. It is a fun league. It's every Thursday, and this is my farewell tour, man. Farewell tour. This is my. I'm gonna be done with basketball. I might play like
Here and there.
once every blue moon, but yeah, it's over for
done?
me, man. It's over. What about you? You ain't ending no time soon?
See,
I mean,
last
listen.
week.
Ever since you turned 30, you said your neck was hurting.
I had a carpal
your
tunnel.
back is
It's
on.
been bad, but it's been bad.
Don't tell me
but
you
it's
pulling the
funny,
Ben Simmons.
because I was actually going to ask. No, I'm still playing. I'm still playing though. You ain't got no injuries,
Okay,
and you still.
Yeah. All I'm saying.
You don't got injuries on these
All I'm
Saturday
saying-
mornings where I'm trying to hoop, but when it's time to go play against Kyle and Luke, and then he good. You well rested.
That's funny. But I mean, I don't know, man. Just don't have all these injuries like Ben, bro. Because
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to tell you, brother, like, gotta call it quits. If you get
Nah, man. Even with these, I'm still on the court. I'm not out for the season. I was going to even ask you. I'll ask you after this, but my guy, he having a little league, a little tournament this Saturday. I completely forgot. I was going to see if you were free or
Was it like
anything like
3
that.
on
Little
3?
3-on-3, little
3 on
tournament.
3?
Support the church.
Where at?
Somewhere around here.
Somewhere
Not far.
around here.
Everything. It's Milwaukee, so I feel like everything is somewhere around here.
Yeah.
It's like 15.
Yeah, let me
15
know.
minutes.
I might have to go here. You said average 30? That's what you said? I should average 30.
You should have averaged 30.
I might. We'll see.
Hey, but the thing is, I'm not impressed because he should be average. Cody was only 0.1% behind. Like, he was averaging 26.9. Cody was averaging 26.7.
Cody can listen.
He was right there.
Cody can ball, dog. The dude was pretty legit, man. Now this is not included in this past Thursday game though. So this past Thursday game,
How much you had?
I don't know. You don't never know until like the Thursday of the game. Like
How much you feel like you were
he
at?
brings like I don't even know, bro. I know it was
You just cooking that much.
I just don't keep track.
I don't even
That's
know.
what it is. You got
I just
somebody
get
to keep
buckets.
track. You got somebody to keep track. So you don't.
You got at least 10.
But what they do is they go through every game. It's 1 to 6, 7, 8, and 9, right? And he break down every game. It's really like legit. Like it's kind of
really
like the
keeping stats.
newspaper of like.
That's pretty dope.
It's pretty dope, bro. It's pretty dope.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, man. But let's go ahead and get into it, man. This is one that's very controversial for me. He don't think so. Has Luka peaked too early, or can Luka get better?
Bro, first of all, he has not peaked too early.
He has not.
No,
Okay.
like we've seen Luka. Luka has not ever had a time where he didn't get better. Like you got to remember, he was cooking dudes playing pro overseas. He get hit
When he was like 17,
and then get hit and start cooking us as well.
And he said the NBA was easier than the international.
He just turned
game.
what 24. Luka about 24, 25, the most. I give him 24.
Yeah.
And right now his numbers is 34, 9 and 9, basically. 34, 9 and 9.
Yeah.
What you may see, I don't think it'll be he's peaked. So even if next year he averaged 32, I think he does it at a higher field goal percentage, lower turnover, more wins. So it's going, even if he looked like his numbers aren't the same, I guarantee he has more wins and has a cleaner game. So like I'm thinking about stats because his stats may go down because I don't think he peaked.
His stats is definitely gonna go down.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't think it would be because he's not playing as well. I think it's just because he's figuring out more how to. All right, I may not have to average 34 for us to be a top 4 team in the West.
Yeah,
like it may come by me shooting or averaging 2 less points, shooting less, but it's a cleaner game. My turnovers down, my field goal percentage is higher.
Do
like
you
the
think
game
Luka
is cleaner.
will ever win MVP?
You gonna win it this year, bro?
He don't even believe.
And he
that.
third.
That's the thing.
He's
That's the
third
thing
now.
That's crazy. He don't even believe.
Nah, I believe it.
He don't believe it.
I believe it because
The only way that he's saying
he's gonna
this
get the
is because
6th
that's
seed.
what he picked.
Nah.
That's who he picked.
Your guy
to
not
start
gonna
the
get it
year.
either.
No, he should. He not.
Luka should get it over Shea.
We're talking about somebody that's arguably in the play-in right now, or somebody who got their team to number 1 right now.
Yeah, he got a number
What
2.
are we talking
He got a
about
number 2
right now?
draft pick on his team, man. That
What you
played
think
every game. Kyrie missed games,
What you think
bro.
Kyrie is?
Kyrie been missing games.
Nah, bro. We talking about a play-in team, and
The Mavs have been doing better than the Thunder lately.
And one is still number 1, and one is still in the play-in.
You're gonna see if Luka
That's
get
what I'm
that
saying.
6th seed. I guarantee he gets it,
I doubt it, man.
Guaranteed.
They gonna give it to Jokic, honestly.
which is really like
Which is
disappointing. Bro, I
crazy.
don't know how he had.
Which is
he had
crazy.
2 games in the same week where he dropped. He had a 12-point game and a 16-point game, and I'm like, how is he still
that's crazy.
number 1?
That's
Like,
crazy.
I don't
But
get
as
it.
far as Luka getting better, like
I think he gets better. I
his
don't think he peaked.
numbers can't really. I mean, he can
He
average
can.
a triple double. Yeah, he can average a triple double.
Uh-huh.
But like, how much more can he do to get better? What does that look like?
I think it comes
Being
by
more efficient.
So when
and
you say
winning more
peak,
games.
I think people think of when they think of peak, they think of like his stats. Like, all right, how can his stats get even crazier? For me, I'm not thinking about stats. I'm thinking about how does he get smarter and control the game better than he does now. Because like Luka, he'd have a 40-point triple double and they'll lose. And you like, so I see him having a 40-point triple double, or not even a 40-point triple double, a 30-point 9 rebound, 7 assists kind of game, but they get a win.
Yeah.
So his stuff may be done more in wins when he realizes he's going to learn more how to win the game. So I don't think this is his peak. This may be his peak stat,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's his peak player.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I mean, but what you got to think about too is Luka's been playing the game for a long
Bro,
time.
think about Kobe, bro. Kobe had a 35-point game, 35-point per game season. He didn't win a ring that year. He won a ring when he was averaging 27. So he got better.
I mean, the people around him got better too.
I mean, he got them people.
People
Think about it.
around
Paul
him got
Gasol.
better.
You gotta. People always forget.
Paul Gasol.
What did these dudes do before and after Kobe? A lot of these dudes.
You telling me Paul Gasol wasn't going crazy in
Bro,
Memphis?
with the first year against the Celtics, he did horrible, and Kobe like helped him with his mental, got him right, got him better. Like, what did Andrew Bynum do once Kobe stopped being Kobe and injuries started coming? What did Andrew Bynum do?
Well, Andrew Bynum.
Nothing.
I'm not talking about Andrew Bynum. I'm talking about
Lamar
Paul
Odom. What did he do
Gasol.
after he played with Kobe?
Gasol. Oh man, don't start.
Derek Fisher.
Don't start that one.
Like a lot of these guys, like you don't realize Kobe made these guys better. Same thing LeBron made
you
while making
think Luka has
Zadrunas
that thing-
Ilgauskas and all them dudes look good.
And you think Luka has that thing that Kobe has? That's what you
Not yet. Kobe did. Kobe had it, and his team was just too bad.
You
That
think
was 06, 07. I'm saying as far as like Kobe had these amazing stats, but it wasn't empty. It was just like, man, I gotta go out here and average these numbers for us to win.
Yeah.
I think Luka starts to learn more, or how do I control the game, be a better team player, and get his team to look like how Kobe got his. He transformed that mindset of that Lakers team. Yeah. Because a lot of those dudes were still there when they were losing. When they won those rings.
Yeah.
So I think and you start to see it now. And even I think the beginning of the season, Luka versus this Luka now is better. Like, got Daniel Gafford putting up superhero numbers, bro.
Yeah, that was
33 straight makes. Like those coming off of Luka dimes.
Mm-hmm. I believe it.
So I think he get that team right, bro. You get that team right.
I don't think he hit his peak yet, but I think in the next year or so, I think we're gonna see his peak.
But you can say a peak,
and
he'd just live at his peak. You have players that have hit a peak and then live there for some time.
I just don't know if he's gonna be able. I think yeah.
Because some people may peak and then instantly start to decline.
Right, and just because you peak doesn't mean you have to start to decline.
Exactly, you can stay at that peak and then coast at that peak.
He's gonna be there, and he's gonna be there for a while, and then he's gonna go down.
That's what everybody does. Everybody stays at their peak. It depends on how long you're saying, but like players like Luka. That like it's like Jokic, like you won't see their decline. Like they just know how to play basketball. Like you really won't see their decline. They don't rely on athleticism. Mm-hmm. They rely on the fact that like I know how to just do things to get me where I need to be on the court. Like I just know how to do it. Like I'm smarter than you.
Yeah.
So I think Luka, it's like Curry. Curry had a peak. His peak was just long, like pause. Like his peak was from like 2015 to like 2022, 23. Like now Curry's more on his decline.
So do you ever think Luka will win the championship?
I do. Probably.
When do you see Luka?
Not for the next like. They need another piece. They need another piece. Like they need a solid piece. That's what's going to separate them.
And you know the crazy thing is like Jokic is still there. He's still gonna be there. Mm-hmm. Jamal Murray's still gonna be there. Aaron Gordon is still gonna be. Luka ain't gonna win for a while.
I mean, like
he ain't gonna win for a while. But granted, he is only 24. Bron didn't get his first championship to 28.
Yeah. It's gonna be hard for him to win a ring. But the thing is, like, as good as he is this season, I think he should be MVP. He's not the same way I feel like about Shea. Shea not about to get no ring. Like. With Jokic over there,
I don't think he's gonna win. I think Jokic gonna run that.
Giannis,
Jokic gonna run that West for a while.
Yeah,
man.
and Giannis and the Celtics over there in the East. I just don't feel like that West team. Like I don't think the Thunder can beat the Bucks if Damian Lillard stays. I don't think the Thunder can beat the Bucks in a 7-game series if they were to like get to the finals. I also don't think the Mavs can beat the Bucks. So it's like that's what's going to stop them from getting rings. Like even if they find a way to get past some of these West teams, I don't think they get past the East.
You know, I saw a comparison with Luka. They said that Luka is
like Harden
2.0.
If you think about if you look at the Nuggets,
if you look at how they play, you look at how they score.
Yeah,
you look at how they get their assists, rebounds. It's exactly the same, man. So,
and that's why I think he's going to learn how to change that from his game. But I think the thing with him and Harden, they have a lot of similarities. Like their mindset in some ways is like, man, like go get in shape. Like, you can probably kill more if you were in shape. I feel like the thing about Luka is, like, Harden is he was scoring, man. That 2016, 17, 18 Harden
crazy. Yeah, the
was
first game he averaged, what do you have, 40, 50 is the first game?
Bro, insane. But I think Luka has a more competitive edge in the playoffs than Harden does.
I give you that.
So I think that's the difference in them. I think Luka will be like, all right, man, this is game time. Like, the way, like, Devin Booker said something to him, and he like, all right, the next game come up, outscored them in the first half. Like, I don't see James Harden doing that. Like, that wasn't ever his mindset. In regular season, he'd do it.
Yeah.
Not in the playoffs.
I think Luka is an amazing player. I think he's a generational player. But I don't think he's ever going to win a championship. It's just too difficult, man. And then you got Joker over there now, and like, you know what he is. Unless he go start just sports betting 100% with his horses or something. Yeah,
he's not going to have a decline like that. Like,
man.
There's certain players that just don't
Joker's young too. How old is he? Like
29.
20. Come on, man. Yeah, Luka ain't winning nothing no time soon, bro. No time soon, man.
Mike Malone is a better coach than Jason Kidd.
Absolutely.
They have a better team. Like,
full better team.
Like, a better team. Even though Kyrie is better than Jamal Murray, I feel Kyrie's still better than Jamal Murray. But Jamal Murray and Jokic's game complement each other better than Kyrie and Luka.
Yeah.
Like,
because, I mean, it's
two backcourt players. You can never win with two great, like, guys that are wings or like, not in today's game. I just don't see. When was the last time a team won that just did it like that? I mean, you can say Curry and Clay, but it's different. Like, they have a different system. Like, they have a system where Draymond is like the top guy.
Like, he's
bringing the ball up. Like, it's not controlled in the backcourt. When you have a team that their game is controlled in the backcourt, then you just
you can't do it.
You can't.
And that's why I say I always say, if you have two superstars that plays the exact same position, Tatum and Brown, or what you call it, you're just never gonna win that.
Tatum and Brown. I really, as good as the Celtics are, and they just look good, man. They just every night
they got the most blowout wins right now.
They got it. They win margin is 11. Like, they just look dominant every night. But the thing is, in a 7-game series, it's the reason why I don't really bet on the Celtics, because you don't know if it's gonna be Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum. Every few games you have both of them kill, but it's like, is one or the other, and I feel like in the playoffs you can't have no one or the other. Like,
but I mean, the Bucks just took they had Dame Lillard, but the Bucks just took them
3 points.
That's what I'm saying. Like, in the clutch, they just get a little shaky. I think they get shaky. I think this is what, because they haven't had a lot of those games. But I think this is what I was alluding to earlier in the year. We need close games so you know how to operate in close games.
Well, man, we were having too many close games. Like, that stuff kills the morale. Stuff kills the morale, man. When you know you playing against the trashiest team and y'all just struggling with,
and this is like,
you start to get mad. Like, bro, I wanted to take tonight off, bro. I wanted to sit the fourth.
This is the Celtics. Like, they're rolling. Yeah. But this was like Coach Bud, first year, second year with the Bucks. We was going crazy, and then
you just hit a wall.
Then you hit a wall.
Yeah,
and then you don't regular season is cool.
But when you started,
but that playoffs when it's 0-0, that regular season don't mean nothing. When you go down 0-1, 0-2,
you start looking around.
You start looking around. Where that regular season at? That ain't gonna help you here. Yeah, that ain't gonna help you here, man. But Celtics do look good though right now. Pause. So who wins their second ring first? Who do you think? We was just talking about Joker. We was just talking about Giannis. Giannis or Joker? Who wins their second ring first?
The thing about it is, I feel like it's this year. We might get the answer this year, bro, because I feel like there's only 2 teams I see going to the finals from the West. It's the Clippers or the.
They've been looking a little shaky.
They do. But I still don't know if I believe in Cat coming back off an injury to help the Timberwolves. I don't believe it. I don't really believe in the Thunder to, like, get to the conference finals. Like, I don't see it. I don't see that team beating the Clippers in a 7-game series. I think they got a better. They won this series in the regular season against them. I don't see it. I don't see it in the playoffs, man.
You don't got a lot of faith in Thunder, huh?
It's something about them. Like I feel like they're gonna really start to rely on Shea. They're gonna really start to rely on Shea.
And he's gonna deliver though.
He can't not 7 games, man. Not 7 games. Because if you realize, like, all right, man, it's really just Shea, and you gotta go against like Russell Westbrook comes back. He has the energy. He has the, even though he doesn't have a ring.
Listen, Westbrook start barking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He started rocking a cradle on Josh Giddey. Like. Hey, Josh Giddey might be happy about him rocking. That might not be the play. He might start getting happy. He want to rock it too. Hand me the baby. Hand me the baby.
Crazy.
Oh man.
Yeah, but Russ get the barking on them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's the energy. Like I feel like Norman Powell has a ring, Kawhi has a ring. Even though they was the same year, they have a ring. But it's like I trust Norman.
Bro, you wild. He's wild for that one.
I trust Norman Powell before I trust like the dudes that come off the bench for the Thunder. Like I trust like Russell Westbrook off the bench more than some of these dudes on the Thunder. Like, cause you think about it, their starting lineup never been in this situation. Imagine the young dudes on the bench, like they really never been in this position. So when you got 2 guys that's leading the Clippers bench that are like, hey, the been to the finals before, and Russell Westbrook got a ring, and Norman Powell. Like,
so you're saying they're
Tyloo
just
got
missing,
a ring.
They're just missing experience.
That's what I feel like. Like in a regular season series,
but what
boom.
about blind courage though? Like you ever heard?
I don't have it.
You don't know. Like it's just like a kid. Like you don't know that danger is right here, and you just like la 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 la. Let me go do what I got to do.
Hey, Will. As soon as you start putting these dudes in these paws in these positions, they gonna realize it. Like, yo, we really in here. Kawhi done turned it to Kawhi Leonard in the playoffs. Oh, that's scary.
And he hitting every shot.
He in the mid range.
He's getting fives, and you're just like, I can't do it.
They're not calling the same fouls for Shea, like the same ticky tacky fouls that get him his 10 free throws a game. He not getting those same calls. And then the team start to 30, he may still average it, but his field goal percentage will not be the 54, 55 that it is now.
I think it will be because he don't shoot a lot of like.
He's gonna have
bad shots. Though.
He's gonna have to. Like people get on Kobe, like, oh, he shot 46% from the field, but it's like, bro, when you got some of these dudes on your team, like you gotta shoot the ball. Right. Like Josh Giddey is not gonna be their savior. Lou Dort is not gonna be their. Chet is not gonna be their savior in these situations. He's gonna have to take it because the game is gonna slow down. It's more of those tough shots that he's gonna have to take. So he may shoot 48. But it's not going to be the 55.
Oh, no,
because the same shots he missing, the same shots he getting fouled on that he don't get the N1 and roll off. They're not giving you that foul, so you're like, damn, like I'm really have to get it more out of the mark.
I believe in Shea in the playoffs, man.
How? You never seen him in it. None of them dudes.
I'm just saying, like his game just translates. I don't think I'll ever. His game just translates to the playoffs.
It will.
He's not a fast get the ball and go type player. He's a slow it down, take you off the dribble, do something crazy. And his game is built for the play. His game ain't fast.
I agree with you on that. I don't think the rest of those dudes on the team game is. And they won't really show up as much as they have been in the regular season. Therefore, Shea is going to have to change his game a little more. Like the same shots he's able to take that are like, oh, these are always good shots. He can slow it down. He can get to his, like, he's going to have to do that way more because the other guys, like, man, it's not really falling. Shea, you got to get outside your comfort zone because now instead of these type of, the way you're playing now, we're going to have to rely on you to do it a little bit more. And I think that's where they're going to be the decline is.
But that's what you're supposed to do when you're the leader.
understandable. But you're not. If Kawhi is doing it on the other end, no, they're not. Not in a 7-game series, man.
So like, who's the person who's gonna get the second ring first, man? Giannis or
yeah? Going back to I'm like we went
went somewhere else.
I just know it ain't the Thunder. That's what I'm saying. So the only team that can make it is the Clippers and the Nuggets, and then on the East, I think it's only the Celtics and the Bucks. So I feel like this year might be the year we find out, because I don't know if it's going to be Clippers versus Celtics in the finals.
It's going to be Nuggets and
it may be Nuggets Bucks, and it is really going to get it's going to get good right here. I'm going to go. All right. A lot of people, because the Celtics look so good this year, they're not going to agree with me on this. But I'm going to say Giannis, not just because I'm a huge Giannis fan. I think Giannis gets it first. Gets his second ring before Jokic does, because I feel like Jokic's battle in the West is going to be a little bit harder. Because even if they don't get it this year, I see the Bucks can make it back faster than the Nuggets will. Because the competition in the West is just too crazy. Like, to make it 2 times to the finals, like, when was the last time we seen a team in the West make it 2 times in the finals straight, besides the Warriors when they went on their run? Yeah. But besides that, you don't see teams go back to back in the West. Besides, it was Lakers, and then it went to, like, with the Spurs and then the Warriors.
Yeah. I'm with you on that one. And this is not me being biased. I like to be objective. I like to look at everything. But this is how I'm looking at it, right? Jokic and Murray, right? They're 2 top players in the West. It goes back to what you were saying. Yeah. Like, competition-wise, Like, Giannis and Dame can be the 2 best players in any series.
Any series, literally.
Any series that they go into. Whether it's the East, whether it's the West, they can be the 2 best players. Yeah. I mean, maybe the Clippers, because Kawhi and PG kind of scare me a little bit. Yeah. I ain't gonna when they Kawhi on, and
they
PG kind of scare me a little bit. But again, they can be the 2 best players in any series. They're the best duo, I think. In the league. Don't play the same position.
Simply because Giannis is better than so he's better than everybody's one.
He's better than everybody one. And then you got another top 75 player.
Exactly.
In Dame, who can send you home, who's one of the most clutch players, who can average 30, who can shoot, who can get to the line. It's nothing he really can't do, really, So I think that reason right there is why they get or Giannis get a ring before. So who do you think the face of the league is when Bron retires, man?
And it's crazy that it's still Bron. Because I think marketing-wise, you still got to keep it Bron.
You have to. And he's on one of the biggest franchises.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
you got to keep it Bron.
If Bron was to go back to Cleveland, then I think it would dwindle down a little bit. But, like, he gets star power every night. Like, think about it. These games where he's like the 40,000, not as many people going to Cleveland. Right. If it was like, because everybody wants to see that game. It's in LA. It's just so fitting. Like, the records that he's breaking and him being in LA, it's hard to not have him as the face. But when he gone, I'm going Ant Edwards, brother. I'm going Ant Edwards.
Oh, my goodness. I knew you was going there.
Yeah, man.
Because you got his shoes. That's why you did that. I know exactly
I got his shoes because I knew he was going to be it. I said, let me pause. Get on the train now.
Excuse me. I don't think it's going to be an American player, man.
It got to.
I don't think so.
It has to, brother. Who do you got?
I don't think it's going to be an American player. And I think the person who I think it is, it's going to have to be whoever wins this year, whether it's if Giannis wins his second, it's going to be Giannis. Mm-hmm. If Joker wins his second, it's going to be Joker. Those are the 2 faces that I think they're going to be the face of the league, regardless of how they feel. You don't want to be the face of the league? Well, don't win your second ring. Yeah. You don't want to be the face of the league? Don't win. Uh-huh. Faces of the league are winners. It's going to come down. Like, you can't give the face of the league to somebody who hasn't won a championship, or you can, like, everybody knew LeBron was going to win the championship. Everybody knew Jordan was going to eventually win the championship. Not everybody knows Ant Edwards is going to win the championship.
That's true.
Jokic has a championship. Giannis has a championship. They get that next championship, they're out of here.
Yeah.
It's one of them that has to be the face of the league.
And I like that answer.
Well,
but
of course,
I still feel like
what you mean?
It's flaws to it too. I like
mean,
it.
It's not flaws. There's no flaws.
I like ice cream. Don't mean it's good for me. Like, come on. Like, I like the answer. Don't mean it's right.
Depends on which kind you like. So. But go ahead.
So I agree with that take as far as like whoever gets that next ring. But I feel like they still going to try to find some way to not make it a European player. Whether it's Giannis, whether it's Jokic, whether it's Luka, I don't think they definitely not going to give it to.
You don't have a choice.
They do. Is their marketing?
I don't think so.
Their marketing.
You don't have a choice, man. Not anymore. The game, international game, is what.
It's true.
The top five players right now. How many are international? Probably all of them.
Probably
all of them.
Whose sneakers sell more right? Who has the hottest sneakers right now? Ant or even Giannis? Who has the most marketed sneakers right now? Ant. Out of those other guys, like obviously Jokic doesn't have sneakers.
Ones right now.
They're the most marketed ones too.
I don't think so,
Who?
man.
What American players marketing sneakers is higher than this?
Let me tell you another reason why they're not going to give it to Ant Edwards.
Were you too hood?
Well, that.
What do you say when he dunked on John Collins? Like,
but let me tell you why they're not going to give it to him though. Because if they give him that face of the league, that scandal that happened a few months ago with the little child thing, where he wanted to get rid of the that right there,
his personality.
They're not gonna give it to him, bro. They're not gonna give it to him. They need somebody without a scandal. Well, I mean, Kobe had his scandal, you know.
Jordan was gambling.
His was a little bit worse than what
Jordan was gambling.
Jordan was gambling. So maybe that was
like I think they're trying to actually push Ant. Like, believe it or not, I think they don't want it to be Giannis, Luka, or Jokic. I think they're trying to push him.
I think you can try to do it, but
it already is.
But if he's not winning, what do you like?
They don't care.
Come on, man.
Not right now. They don't want it to be one of them Euro dudes.
Face of the league. You're not gonna push a face of the league that's not winning anything.
Guaranteed. They push
so,
Ant. If there's Olympics next year and he's like top 3 most like influential on this next team, I guarantee they start pushing
but
him.
What does he influence? He's just playing really well.
No, I'm saying the USA team.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
The USA team, when they go to Paris or whatever, if he's top 3 influential on that team, they will push him.
He's not going to be that.
Who's going to be most influential then? Like,
what you mean?
Bron
is still going to be on that team.
He's not going to be the most influential.
He's going to still be on that team.
KD maybe.
Curry's still going to be on that team.
But these guys can't be the face anymore.
Yeah, but how can he be influential on a team that he's not even the 4th, 5th best player?
As the upcoming guy, like, it's the same way with, like, when Wade and Kobe and all these guys, it was like, these are younger guys. Like, nobody's thinking about anybody older at this point. KD can't be the face of the league no more.
Yeah.
What's the name? Like, and that's the reason why Ant Edwards is getting hyped up so much more this year. Because remember last year, the summer that just passed, Ant Edwards was like, he was the head of the
team. No, he had them rolling.
He was the head. Pause.
He was balling.
And then now look at this season. How much are they marketing Ant? Like, if you look at, he's in all these interviews. He's like, his sneakers just dropped. They're like,
it's one of the
NBA
best
players
out.
Exactly. He got the different colorways.
Yeah,
it's like the marketing behind everything he does starting to get posted. Like if he dunk on somebody, is getting shared a billion times.
How did you feel about that dunk?
It's a dunk, bro.
No.
It's a dunk.
No.
It's a dunk.
It's
You've never dunked before, so I know you don't know. You don't understand
it's an aggressive throw-in.
He's never dunked before, so he don't understand.
But listen,
no, that's a dunk.
To dunk, your fingers, your hand has to touch the rim.
If somebody's over the rim to throw it in the rim, it's a dunk.
No.
Can you throw a layup in the rim?
It's a throw-in, man.
Can you really throw a layup in the rim?
Listen, A lot of Blake Griffin dunks, throw-ins.
What do you consider them layups in?
No, it's an aggressive throw-in. That's what.
What
it
is a throw-in? What is it? What does that fall under?
It's
is it layup or a dunk?
Listen, it's in between a layup and a dunk. I don't know what it is. It's like
dunk,
a
brother.
floater. It's not.
It's a floater?
No, I'm saying it's like a floater. Like, what is a floater? Is it
layup.
a jump shot or is it a layup? No,
It's a layup.
it's not a.
If you look at the thing, it says layup. It says 15-foot layup or 14-foot layup.
But a floater is not a layup. It's
and
not a
it
jump
falls
shot.
under that.
And it's not a layup. Is when you
It
go.
falls under layup.
Nah, bro, I can't get it.
If you look at the NBA,
okay, well that falls under dunk, but it's not a dunk.
it falls under dunk.
But it's not a dunk.
That's what it falls.
Listen, that's an aggressive throw-in, man.
Nah.
I don't. If your hand don't touch the rim,
So if you throw it in the rim and your hand is right here, it's not a dunk.
if you don't touch the rim, it's not a dunk. It's an aggressive throw-in. It falls under dunk, but it is not a dunk. It's just like a floater. A floater is not a jump shot, and it's not a layup.
You got it
in between.
It's that shorter person syndrome right there, where they just like, I couldn't do it, so like that.
Nope. That's just how I grew. If you didn't, it's a throw-in.
It's how you grew up. So this is what you were doing.
What?
You were dunking it, and you were counting your dunk.
I'm saying.
I'm messing with you.
No, I'm saying like
Back in my day when I was throwing them, I was hitting the rim on mine.
Listen, we used to lower the court, so I mean, yeah, go ahead and do what we got to do on that court. But listen, that's an aggressive throw-in, man.
I'm not gonna lie, I felt that way before, but then as I started to look at it,
nope.
I said, man, if you get up high enough, and if somebody fouls you, like think about it, because it would have been a dunk. He got fouled, so if he still can do that mid-air, dude kind of pushes you back, and you still can kind of, you were going to dunk on him.
Throw it in.
You were going to touch the rim if you didn't get fouled.
So it's because what he was gonna do.
Nah. Hey,
how is this a dunk?
He was high enough. He was high enough
so how is
to
this
really think about how high you got to be to throw it in the rim.
Okay.
To throw it in the rim, you think about how high you're going to be.
You don't even have to be high to throw it in the rim, because Melo used to do it all the time. He used to go above the rim and then just throw it in.
He took off from right under it. Melo wasn't flying.
What you mean? He still threw the ball in the rim. That's what you just said.
That's a dunk. But I'm saying, like, in his situation, you're looking at it as, like, Melo just did it out of, like, all right, I just want to just throw it in the rim. I'm going to keep it light. Like, right. I don't want to hurt my hand.
So that's still a dunk to you?
I still consider it a dunk.
So he don't touch the rim or anything. He just goes up and throws it in.
If you go and
that's
look.
A dunk?
If you look at it and you look at what the point is, it is a Melo dunk, 2 points. See, if you look at the play-by-play, it's going to count it as a dunk.
Because there's no thing that's called a throw-in.
Exactly. So it falls under
That's
dunk.
what I'm saying. There's no thing that's called a throw-in.
So if they have to put it under two umbrellas, they're going to put it under a dunk.
Right. A floater.
It's a dunk.
Okay, so when they do a floater, right? Somebody, Trae Young's, what do they put that on?
It says 13-foot, 8-foot layup.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it's a
layup.
But it's not a layup.
That's what the NBA said.
Okay, so what the NBA say is right.
In that case.
Oh, man. It's not a dunk to me. See, dunkers always try to get credit for something that they don't think.
Hey, that's a dunk,
Dunkers trying to get credit for almost dunks.
If your hand is right there and you throw it, like, I'm high enough to just throw it in the rim, that's a dunk, bro.
Okay.
What did John Collins,
like,
did he pay you?
Supposed to high.
Has somebody done that to you and you feel victimized?
I have never been dunked on.
Is this PTSD?
I have never been dunked on, ever.
Because it was. Have you ever been thrown in on? Pause. I've never been dunked on. The dude hand just didn't touch the rim.
I've never been thrown in on either. Pause. Like, none of that. Because for one, I'm a smart defender.
You gonna move to the side.
Somebody that's jumping, I know when somebody can jump.
Yeah.
Pause. You can just sense it. Like, I'm moving out the way. I'm a swipe and move out the way. If I can't get the ball, pause from the swipe, you can go up.
You got this,
and throw it in.
Yeah, I'm not gonna foul you. I'm not gonna end up on your TikTok.
You gotta make a business decision.
Yeah, man. Especially nowadays, people they make their TikTok and YouTube videos.
So what do you constitute as a dunk then? If you get high enough and just throw the ball in. So if you get high enough and then you just throw the ball in,
I'm gonna consider that a dunk.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm gonna consider it a dunk, bro.
So you consider a floater a jump shot?
No, layup. It's a form of a layup.
So you're out here doing you out here doing 13-foot layup.
Yeah.
You out here Eddie Jones in it from half court. Come on, man.
I don't know how you made that though. That was crazy. The Eddie Jones layup. That's hard. Pause. That's harder than people think it is to do. Like,
on a fast break, bro.
Yeah, that's so difficult to do, especially to like just land up. Because like if you go and pull it back in and then do like that, then you can have. But if you just nothing in the mid-air.
I don't know what he was thinking, bro. I mean, he was trying to get a point.
Yeah,
he was trying to get.
Because I can make not from as far as you can. Because I mean, it's Eddie Jones, but like I can jump in the hair.
I can't do it, man.
And pull it back. No, I'm saying like anybody can do it. If you're running real fast and you go and you like while you're in midair, you pull it back and then
go.
But if you just go on a regular, just full extension, nah, bro, that's hard because like at least here you kind of like
yeah
when you're in midair.
Yeah, I feel you. No, it's not a dunk.
It's
not
a dunk,
to me, man.
What you think, Dooch? Real quick.
It's a throw in. A dunk is your hand has to touch the rim.
He's making
if your hand don't touch the rim, it's not a dunk.
He's making up terms.
No.
Hey.
What term did I make up? It's a throw-in.
A throw-in. That's never going to.
That's what it is.
It's never going to say that in the play-by-play. When you're like, all right, what just happened?
Throw-in. That's what it is. You saying just because he got up high and he threw it in the rim,
I guarantee.
That's a dunk? No. Melo used to throw the ball in the rim.
Prize Picks has a prop that says dunks.
Jump off the
amount of dunks. Prize Picks has a prop that says how many dunks the person going to get. I guarantee.
Because what else are you going to? What else would you put that under?
A dunk.
Right. You would put it under a dunk because he attempted to do what? Dunk the ball. So you're going to put it under dunk. You're not going to put it under layup or a jump shot. The only thing that it can go under is a dunk because it was a dunk attempt.
Because that's what it was.
No, it's a dunk attempt. But it's really a throw-in. That's what he did. He threw the ball in the rim. He didn't dunk the ball.
It's a dunk, brother. So if I go like this, if I go up for a dunk and I switch it to a layup, like how Jordan went up for that and it switched it. He was a dunk attempt. It started off as a dunk attempt. And he put the ball in the rim. Does it matter if it was like this or like that?
So what is that?
It's a layup now.
Okay, so
he's changed.
So what would you say when he went up for a dunk attempt and he didn't dunk it?
He changed it.
Right, he changed it. So what did you say it was?
Now. It's now a layup.
Okay.
Because he changed it.
So would you say it's an aggressive layup? Is that what you're saying right now?
It's an aggressive layup. Because
you're
he changed it. No, because he changed the angle to a layup. He changed it to a layup.
It's an aggressive layup. That's what it is.
But if he's over the rim, throw it down in the rim, that's a dunk.
It's an aggressive layup.
Hand touch the rim or not. Hand touch the rim or not.
I'm glad you just brought that up.
Nah,
so you go for a dunk attempt, and then you change it up because you didn't dunk. Mm-hmm. It's a layup, like Jordan said. Okay, so the same thing with Anthony Edwards. He went
didn't
up
change it to a layup though.
But he didn't dunk the ball. He threw it. It was an aggressive layup, bro. That's what I'm calling.
I don't know. I don't think layups are physically like putting it in the rim from being over. It's a dunk. We need to look up the terms. All right, we're going to look up what a dunk is.
So listen, Victor Wembanyama can jump from the three-point line and throw the ball into the thing. Is that a dunk?
If his hand is this close to it and he throws it in the rim,
so now
and he throws it in the rim, it's a dunk.
So now it's how far his hand is.
No, that's what I'm saying. If he's this close to the rim and he throws it, if the ball throws it. So he got to be
at least 2 inches away from the rim.
No, if he does this,
come on, bro.
Look, if he runs from the three-point line and does this, it's a layup. If he's here
no. Okay, so Victor Wembanyama can jump and throw the ball in the rim for a three-pointer. Is that a dunk?
If he gets it to throw it in the rim?
Oh, I'm gonna do you one better. He's at the free throw line. He jumps and then gets high enough to throw the ball in the rim. Is that a dunk or is it a jump shot?
If he's over the rim to throw it in, it's a dunk.
From the free throw, from the three-point line?
Are you talking about him going, this is the rim right here, and he gets right here, throw it in. This is where the rim starts.
I'm saying he just jumps vertical and just throws the ball in the rim.
Ain't nobody can do that.
No, they could. Nobody can do that.
That boy can do that.
That boy got, what, 12 13-foot wingspan. He can take the ball from 3, jump up, and throw it in the rim.
Not physically possible. Not physically possible. Not even. Now he didn't resort to the what ifs. Now he done resorted to the Looney Tunes, Space Jam.
This dude done said the aggressive layup. He proved my point.
He done resorted to Cartoon
He proved
Network
my point with the
layup.
Jordan thing, and now he proved my point with the Jordan thing. It's an aggressive layup, man.
No, I'm saying because he changed.
Touch,
it was never. It's not a dunk
if
anymore.
If your hand don't touch the rim, it's not a layup. I mean, it's not a dunk.
Nah. How would you know?
That's basic basketball 101.
Once you up there and you feel it, the dunk
you
pause.
Feel it, okay.
Once you up there, you'll know.
Feel it, all right.
I've been up there before. I've been up there before.
Oh,
so it's different when you go up there. Like it's a mountain.
I mean, I feel like I could dunk.
Once you've been up to the mountain, once you've been up to the mountain, you understand.
See,
so you haven't been up to the mountain.
Listen, these dunkers want to get credit for something that they didn't do. Or
if you could do it, would you do it?
Or something that they almost did.
He hasn't been to the mountain yet, so he don't fully get it.
Like John Morant, he got props for almost dunking on people.
They didn't go on the rim.
Huh?
They didn't go in.
Again,
he missed it.
Right, but if he would have threw it in, like they'd have went wild and went crazy, all for a throw in,
or for a dunk,
or aggressive layup.
I think you got to experience it to know it.
Oh, man. So you're saying you can dunk the ball without touching the rim?
It's harder to throw it in the rim than to actually dunk it.
We're not talking about level of difficulty right now.
I will give that more credit than a regular dunk, bro. It's harder to do it.
Let me just ask you this question. Uh-huh. Can you dunk the ball without touching the rim? Yes or no?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Uh-huh.
That's crazy.
If you can get high enough, throw it in the rim like that.
Can you dunk the ball? That's a dunk. We're going to take this to the street. Can you dunk the ball without touching the rim?
Yeah.
And he says no or yes?
Yeah. If you do it, Edwards did, that's a dunk, brother.
You can dunk the ball without touching the rim.
You know how hard it is to do that, though? I don't even think you realize how hard it is to do that. If you're over the rim and throw it in the rim, it's a dunk. I can't do that. I can dunk, but I can't do that. I can't throw it in the rim.
But if you could, you can get the ball over the rim and throw it in.
No, I can't.
No, you can get the ball over the. If you can dunk,
you talking about if I just ran it, like laid it, and like.
No. If you just went and tried to dunk, and then instead of
just throw it in the rim,
just throw it in the rim.
I mean, yeah, I can do that, but that's harder than actually.
So when you go and you throw it in the rim, is that a dunk?
Because you got to be higher.
Is that a dunk or not?
If I go, what do you mean? If I go
throw it and then just throw it in. Don't touch the rim. You just go and then throw it in. That's a dunk. That's a dunk?
Yeah.
Okay. I said.
Look at the terms of a dunk.
That's that New York stuff, man. No. That ain't even New York. That's these dunkers wanting to get credit for stuff that they didn't do.
If you did it, then you'll realize you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna count this. But you haven't been to that hill yet.
No, you can't count that.
You haven't lived a life.
It's either you did it or you didn't do it. There is no in between. These dunkers
That's a dunk.
Listen, these dunkers want, hey, yes, I did it. Oh,
because it's harder to do than an actual
these
dunk.
These dunkers really want, you see how high I got? That's what they really want. You see how high I got?
It's harder to do that than to actually dunk. It's harder to do it. You don't realize that it's more difficult, so that's why it should be counted too, because you're dunking it in the rim.
Oh, so see?
What if I don't want to hurt my hand?
So it's all...
I don't want to hurt my hand, so I just... Look at that.
So now you got to take in consideration the level of difficulty.
Yep.
You got to take in, I don't want to hurt my hand. Yep. All to be associated with the dunk.
It's a dunk. Take it to the streets. We taking it to the streets.
I'm taking it to the streets on this one, man.
You gotta take it to the street.
So you did bring up Jordan. So he did the almost dunk and layup. He's always in everybody's. He's always in everybody's top 2 players, or top 3 really. Should Jordan's 23 be retired throughout the NBA?
No. No, no. I don't think anybody's number should be retired. Like,
dang, nobody's number.
Not through the whole NBA. Like, because if it's anybody, what is it? Nobody can wear 6 now or something like that.
Yeah,
because, Bill Russell. I think that's different. from what he like brought to the game and like stuff like no disrespect to Bill Russell, but he wasn't even that elite. Like people make it seem like Bill Russell was just. I'm like it was like 8 teams.
You know what they look at though?
The rebounds, like
And the rings,
the defense, yeah.
The rings. Yep, they look at the rings.
And so I'm like, but you really think about it, I'm like, like I'm no disrespect. I'm just not super in awe with like Bill Russell's like game. I'm really not. But like his number, I understand what he did for the league, like as one of the black players and stuff like that, the impact, the rings, and then he passed. So it's like make that a bigger thing. But I do think I don't think anybody's number, like I don't think Jordan should be retired for the whole league. Retire for your team or some teams if you play for multiple teams and you really had an impact on them. Retire for them, but like nah, if I'm on the Suns, I can't wear number 23. No, like no. What are we doing, bro?
No,
what are we doing?
I don't think they should ever retire a number throughout the whole like league.
Because Jordan doesn't have anything that nobody else has done.
Right.
As far as like LeBron has more points than him, Kobe had more points than him. Like Stockton has more assists. Somebody has more rebounds. Like no, there's nothing that he's number one in.
And at the same time, it's
people
like
have more rings.
You want to wear your like your GOATs or whatever or your idol's number. Like you can't do that if you retired in the league.
Exactly. You know? It's like as good as Jordan was, it's not like he played 20 seasons. Like he played like 13 seasons.
Yeah, he didn't play that many.
He didn't play as much, so it's like.
Then he took a break.
Like, so it's like I don't think the league should do something that crazy for somebody that was like as good as he was and how much he changed the culture. I think retiring his number league wise, I think that's a bit much.
Speaking about changing the culture, LeBron just said that Curry or was it Gilbert Arenas? One of those.
Curry was Steph Curry changed the. I mean LeBron was he said Curry changed the whole the league.
The whole league.
He did.
I agree. Mm-hmm. Do you think Curry is washed right now? His prize picks is at like 23.5. I haven't seen a 23.5 on Steph Curry.
This is the decline. Wow. He had these and won't even hit them. He hit these. They had discounted, bro. Like last time, he had that discount at 22.5. He ain't even hit that. He got 15. Like he ain't even sniffed the line.
So you think he washed?
Like, I'm not gonna say wash. I'm gonna say wow. Like I don't know if I'm gonna throw the rest of it on.
So it's like Horace. He got a WAS, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
he got WAS.
He's was. He's was.
So he don't got the.
He ain't got the rest of it, but man, he on his way. It's like that sneeze you feel like you about to, but it just didn't. Like that's where I feel like Curry is at. Like, if he keep choking my parlays, then. I'm gonna give him the rest of the word. I'm gonna have to HED. I'm gonna have to finish the rest of the sentence, man.
Hey,
but
man, you gotta
is he on his
man? Pause that,
what?
Man. What do you think HED?
But I ain't say it. It's HED. It's like
you spelled it, bro. You gotta pause that.
HED.
You still spelled.
They can say heed.
Too close. I'll pause.
It's too close. Out of respect, I'll pause that.
That's too close to the
I
real
thought
thing.
about it too, and I was
just like the dunks, it's too close to the.
So did it count then? You can't. Then it must count because there was enough for you to pause. There was enough for it to count. You brought that upon yourself just now. You just said if it's close enough, then they gotta count it.
I'm just going off your logic. That's what I was doing.
Yeah, but it sounds like my logic is now your logic. Like you agree with me.
No, I was just saying that.
94%.
You said that. 94%.
That's what I do. Is I'm right.
No, 94%.
I'm gonna make my name Mr. 94.
Nah, I don't think Curry is washed, man. I think he just going through like a slump, man.
Then bet the over on him. It's a real test.
It depends on where it's at.
It's a real test.
It depends on where it's at.
Bet the over on him.
It depends on where
How many letters you think he got in host right now for wash?
I think he only had a W, man. I think this is what you gotta understand with shooters though. Like they're gonna go through these type things, you know, and just like it just happens. Again,
he's 36,
you wouldn't know about this. Listen, I wouldn't know about dunking. You wouldn't know about shooting. That's what I'm saying. I
thought you were gonna say being 36.
No, you wouldn't know going through like these type of slump. It just happened. And sometimes the shot could even feel good, and it just don't go in. And I think that's where he's at right now. I still wouldn't want to play him in the playoffs. You'll be okay playing him in the playoffs? I thought you just said he WAS.
But look. Hey, that's not the full word though. Like, until he get the rest of the letters on that, until you get the rest of the letters, no, I don't want to see him.
Nah,
no, I don't want to see him. Same way, like Bron is not the same Bron. Like even though he's still amazing, he's still not the same Bron. Right. I still don't want to see him.
Yeah.
If I'm the Thunder or something, like no, I don't want to see LeBron.
Where are you putting Curry all time?
Top 5. You know where I'm going.
Top
my
5 all time or top 5 point guards all time?
He's the best point guard of all time.
Best point guard of all time. I give you that one. But top 5 all time.
Who do you have over him though? This is where it gets a little.
Well, you got 3.
Crazy.
You got 3 easy.
All right, Kobe, Jordan, Bron, Shaq, Curry. That's my top 5. It's my top 5. Who you think? Moses Malone, John Stockton?
No.
Earl the Pearl?
No. See, I'm not big on
Nate Archibald,
like all these like Wilt Chamberlain. No, I'm not doing that.
Oscar.
We're not doing that. Kareem, we're not doing
Magic.
that, man. No.
Nah,
Larry Bird is better.
He just said he not about to.
I knew he was about to say that.
Larry Bird?
Larry Bird is better than Steph Curry.
Close the laptop, wrap the episode up. It's time to go.
I'm flexing. Nah.
I thought you Hey, I was bro.
No,
you had me nervous, man.
I knew he was going to say
I was saying we gotta split up.
No, I knew, because you was wrong on that one, so that's why I had to bring.
He's not better than KD. Larry Bird is not better. Let's not do this.
Better than KD, bro.
Let's not do this, man.
Listen, if we took it to the streets is talking.
Larry Bird is not better than Kevin Durant. I don't care what nobody say.
No, but I think Curry is top 5 all time.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I'm like,
there's
who
really
else?
no other person that you can really like throw that in as far as like impact.
Mm-hmm.
Got the rings. Only one Finals MVP, but
I still think that's
story.
questionable. He should have at least 2.
It's another story, but yeah, like that's. I mean, he got the NBA record 72-10 or something like.
73-9.
73-9. Yep. So like
first ever unanimous MVP.
Like
his accolades is crazy.
It's just too.
The game.
It's too much. He changed the game too much for him not to be in the top 5.
And I don't like when people don't want to give him that credit. Like, I don't think people realize how much Steph changed the game. Like, if you look at how many threes Steph shot a game, like, nobody was shooting the amount of threes he shot a game because nobody was allowed to.
Yeah.
Because they wasn't making them. Yeah,
right.
like, they wasn't making them at the clip he was making them. And what he did with that, like, people don't realize how much Mark Jackson even changed the league. Like, for Mark Jackson not to have a coaching job, they don't realize, like, yo, he really opened the floodgates to what we're seeing now. He was the first time a coach really allowed Clay and Steph, like 2 dudes, to shoot 12 threes a game.
I always say this, and I'm never going.
It's crazy.
Mark Jackson is the reason for the Warriors' success.
Yeah, he's the reason for what the league is now.
He put that team together, and then, some back office stuff happened. Steve Kerr came in, and then the floodgates opened.
Yeah.
Now, you do got to give Steve Kerr some credit for what he.
Oh, yeah, you give him credit.
I mean, you definitely give him credit. But the person who built that foundation and came out and said, everybody thought he was crazy, came out and said, I have the best shooting backcourt.
Exactly. Of all time.
NBA history. So he's letting Steph shoot these 10 threes a game. Clay shoot 9 threes a game.
Bro, 12 threes a game is these
Any other
dudes
coach
shooting.
would have been like, bro,
What are we doing?
Why are we doing this? And you know who tried to follow that? D'Antoni. So then that's what the Rockets was pulling out all these
threes.
But you see what happened? They never won a championship. Never won a championship with all those threes they
Exactly.
shoot. Curry has what, 4? So
4
that's what I'm
rings.
saying. It's like Curry doesn't get enough respect for what he did in the league.
Exactly. And I'm like, people, I think it's because he's not a big guy. He's light skinned, like he's got light eyes. That people don't want to give him the respect. But I'm like, you don't realize the dudes that's pulling up, shooting threes on fast break, how much he changed the game for people who are already playing. Like LeBron wasn't shooting half court threes. Like he wasn't shooting these type of shots. Like now
Even
LeBron
Kobe
is
too.
shooting from the logo. Like LeBron was never doing that until Curry started doing. Like Dame, as good as a shooter Dame was, that opened the door. Even though Dame was kind of doing that stuff. Like I remember seeing his
he was
video,
doing that a little before, but
the fact that like this is a thing now. Like, oh, I can shoot this. Like I may not have even tried to shoot in the game, but this little light skinned dude, he is doing it. I know I got that type of range. I just wouldn't shoot it. So maybe that's going through like Dame had Trae Young. Trae Young definitely is motivated from Steph. But like,
absolutely,
you can have the confidence to shoot it, but I ain't about to be the one to go do it and get pulled out the game. Like I can do it, but I'm not about to go try it. Oh, he trying it. I got that in my bag. I'm gonna try it now too, like because somebody's doing it.
Just pulling up, man.
Turning around,
anywhere. Turn around,
like that. Nobody was doing that. Nobody was throwing.
No, man.
As soon as it leave your hand, you turn around, like you laughing at the bench, like nobody was doing that.
Like, he did that a lot.
Lot. Like, see, nobody was doing that, and like the thing that really stamped it is the fact that he won before KD and won after. I think winning them, like sandwiching it, of his championships really cemented his legacy because he was like, hey, we won before you, KD. KD, you got us some rings, and then we won after you. So it's like, it'd be different if they won 2 before, or they won, like, it's just the way it was like before and after. Like, hey, we got him. Like, so I think that really did a lot for his career.
Yeah, he definitely top 5, man. Speaking of who's not top 5, who do you think will finish last, the Wizards or the Pistons? I'm going both of them. I think I'm going both of them. They're gonna have the same losing record. They both gonna be at the bottom.
I want to go Pistons is going to have a better record. I think
the Pistons though. If I had to pick, I would say the Wizards.
If Cade sits, then because he missed today. If Cade sits, I think they going to end up last. But I think Cade, if he plays the Wizards, because they have the talent to not be in this place. Like they shouldn't be.
The Wizards have the talent to.
They have 2 guys that won a ring. So you think with their mindset, they wouldn't allow themselves to be as bottom as they are. Like they got like Denny Advia or whatever. He's not bad. Jordan Poole shouldn't be bad. Kyle Kuzma shouldn't be bad. Like they shouldn't be
as bad.
Like I get like Hornets record, but I'm like being 5 games behind the Hornets is wild.
I was looking, and without LaMelo Ball for a lot of
that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's crazy. But I was looking at the schedule, and I think the Pistons got like a tougher schedule.
Oh, they do? Oh, I didn't even look at it.
So
it might be cooked.
Yeah, it might be the Pistons.
Yeah, because they like a game
But I'm
behind.
saying both of them because, like, I don't know, man. I just think the Pistons should be better than.
I think they both should be better.
Yeah.
I think they should have better records than the Hornets right now.
Absolutely. I think the Hornets should be last.
Yeah.
And without their star player, they got a rookie. They got old boy, what's his name, Miles or something? Miles Bridges. Yeah, Miles Bridges.
I'm still surprised at how good he came back to be. Like, he missed like a whole season doing all that. In his first game back, he dropped like 27 and just.
Different, dog.
I'm like,
NBA players is different.
He didn't look like he missed the whole season.
Yeah. So who you got? So you said the Pistons?
If Cade is sitting, I'm gonna go Pistons last.
I'm saying both of them, man.
You gonna tie record?
They're gonna have a tie record at the end of the season. Both.
That's a bet I'm not gonna bet on though. Like, I'm not betting $1 on that though.
Both of them are terrible.
Yeah, I would never put my money in the hands of them. We can shake on it, pause.
No,
of just no money bet.
Nope.
No money bet. Just a pride bet.
Oh, well, I don't really think they're gonna like end like the league with the same record of being.
No, I'm saying, who do you think is going to worse? I think the Wizards going to have a worse record. Just for make it fun. You think the Wizards going to have a better record? I think the Pistons going to have a better record. But we're not putting money on this because I would not spend a dime.
So you think the Wizards will have the worst?
Yeah, I think they will be last in the East.
I don't know. Okay, we can make a bet on that. We can make a bet on that.
You think Pistons gonna be last?
I saw the Pistons schedule. They got some tough games coming. Whether Cade is playing or not,
they got some.
They got some tough games coming up, man.
Yeah, they had their what? They had somebody.
But
tough
it depends
to
because a
Pelicans.
lot of them are playoff teams, so they could be sitting those players.
True.
So you never
Unless
know.
they're Western playoff teams, because this
Yeah.
pause is tight. Ain't nobody trying to miss no game.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So 94 feet player of the week. Who you got? This
We gotta
one was
go
an
pause.
easy
We
one,
gotta
man.
go down south for this one. Pause. We going to Houston on this one.
Yes,
We going
sir.
Jalen Green.
That
going Jalen
man-
Green.
Listen, that man been going crazy.
That baby on the way got him hooping.
Yeah, I think he found. I think he actually like figured it out. Like if you see last year, I think he had a lot of influence by, what's the dude name? He got in trouble. KPJ.
Oh yeah.
Kevin
Uh-huh.
Porter Jr.
Uh-huh.
I think Kevin Porter Jr. had a lot of
Yeah.
like he would hit his jump shot and then he like go crazy. I'm just
Yeah.
like, bro, that's 2
What
points.
are we doing?
Like why you hype off 2 points and you're down 12?
Yeah.
Like what are we doing?
What are
bro?
we?
Like why are
What
we
are we
hype
really
at
doing?
this? And then there was another game where like Kevin Porter Jr. had hit a shot on
Mm-hmm.
Steph Curry, and then he's looking at Steph Curry like.
Hey, what are y'all
like
fools
taunting
doing,
it-
man?
taunting Steph
That
Curry.
boy's last in the West.
After a 3-pointer, he's taunting Steph Curry.
You
And I'm
cut the
just
lead
like-
down to 35, and you just like,
And I'm like,
what are you doing?
And you can see Jalen Green was doing the exact
Yeah.
same thing. And I'm like, that's not you, bro. Like, but I think
Yeah.
he figured it out. And yeah, that baby
Yeah.
got him hooping, man.
You know he just turned 22 in February last month. Jalen Green.
I knew he
like-
was young. I didn't know he was
like,
that
he
young. I
just
thought he
turned
was
22.
Like 24 or something.
Yeah, I thought so too. But I'm like, yo, last month he just turned 22. I'm like,
no, he
dang.
didn't go to college. He went straight to
Yeah.
the G League, right?
And that's why he been
Oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
And so he like really young. So it's like I feel like I really didn't even give him a lot of time. I'm like, oh, he washed. But I'm like, yo, he just turned 22. So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, maybe he might not be trash. Like maybe he
Yeah.
just might still just be a
I
kid.
knew he was gonna be good, but I didn't think he was gonna be like. I don't think he's ever gonna average 30, but
No.
I think he can.
He's going to have a nice little 26. Once he learns how to start winning, and I think that he's starting now, because like the way he's playing, I've seen him like last year he averaged 22 points a game. This year he's averaging 19, so it's like a 3-point difference. But to look at the way he's been playing lately, they're coming to wins. Like you can average
Yeah.
22 and then be dead last in the West.
And
but
I think like,
it's different now.
Like you were saying, like he was averaging 22 last year, but now he's down to 19. But I think it's the people around him.
Shingun made a difference, and I think he's starting to realize, like, because when Shingun went down, they're like 9-11, or 9-10 since he went down.
Yeah.
Or, hey,
I mean, not lately, but because they're on a
8-game win
eight-game
streak.
right now.
so
yeah.
Shingun went down, pause, like
And they was-
10 games ago.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see
And now they won 8 straight, and they're just 35-35. So they were like 27-35.
Yeah.
So his scoring now, they're resulting to wins. Whereas he was scoring more per game last year, but they were dead last in the West. Now they winning, so I think he's
and he's
evolving
shooting
his game.
threes and turning around. I'm just like,
Since-
hey, this- and who do you think that who has done that? Steph Curry. This is what I'm saying. Steph Curry needs to get respect, man. Top
Change the
5
game.
all time. So who's your team of the week?
Yeah, I'm staying balls
Going to
down.
Houston?
I'm staying in
Going to
Houston,
Houston?
man.
Yeah,
I'm impressed.
I think
impressed,
you-
man. They
I
don't
think-
they don't have Shingun, like, and they got an 8-game win streak. And Fred VanVleet is dirt trash. Like,
I don't even bet on him no more, man.
I can't stand him, man. He played he played different every night. Like he choose which form of trash he want to play. Like every night, he either gonna get a lot of assists and not score and be trash, or he gonna score and not get an assist and be trash. Like he just
He ain't figured it out.
nah, man.
No, I either got Houston or the Celtics, man.
Celtics, man. How many
Celtics.
8-game win streak, 9-game win streak have they going
9
on this
right
season?
now. And you know they only played Jason Tatum yesterday.
And that's what they've been doing too. They like alternate who they play because they feel like they still gonna
Drew
win.
Holiday said he got a dead arm.
No,
he He hit a screen. He been out for like the last.
I was about to say, I seen him
5
gone,
games.
but I didn't know what happened.
Yeah, he hit a screen. And he said he got a dead arm or something. I'm just like,
Some nerve or something like that.
dead arm, like bruh, like that ain't good.
Yeah.
Like,
I ain't even know about that. I know that's definitely a nerve thing.
but it was him like shooting, so I'm like, I don't know what that like. Is it still like? Is it numb? You don't got.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really know what it. So you're 94 feet, not player. Who you got for this?
You
one,
got
man?
first on this.
Let me tell you who I got. I got Jimmy Butler. The reason why I got Jimmy Butler is for 2 reasons. This dude literally plays like 50 games.
Yeah, I can't
In a
stand
year.
it.
Plays 50 games in a year. Talks all this
Yeah.
smack. Plays 50 games a year.
I don't
And
get
then
it,
he
man.
gets ready for the playoffs, which is bogus. Because if other superstars did that, I don't think Jimmy Butler would be making it to these
Nah.
finals. But it's he culture. That's how they do it, you know? Excuse me. The other reason why I got Jimmy Butler is because remember he got ejected from the Pelicans game
Oh, yeah,
in New Orleans. He said, I can get ejected again and we'll still beat them. We're the better team. The Pelicans rolled up into Miami.
Yeah. The Pelicans be
And
here
the
for all the smoke.
Pelicans destroyed the Heat. And Jimmy Butler doubled down and said, keep in mind, the Pelicans don't have B.I. They don't have Brandon Ingram. The Pelicans came in and, they beat the Heat.
For that team,
And this
man.
dude doubled down and said, yeah, we're still the better team.
I didn't even see that, bro. You bugging. Jimmy,
He
come
said,
on, Jimmy.
He doubled down and said, yeah, I don't care. We're still the better team. And just a few months ago, you just said we're gonna beat them. We will beat them again because we're the better team. You lost to them. You weren't the better
Shameful.
team. And the crazy thing is, like, it ain't like he didn't play. He played.
Yeah.
And before the
He's
game, he
losing.
said, this is gonna be a movie.
He's just a loser.
He said
He's just a loser, huh?
I'm like, oh my God. So Jimmy Butler, you get what you call it, man.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah,
you
it's
got?
garbage, man.
94 feet, not player.
I'm going Steph, man. I'm going Steph. I'm going Steph.
This dude
Like-
literally, listen, Steph is a top
And this is why he on the list. This is why he's on the list, man.
Steph is a top 5 player.
Top 5
But he
player
is
all
the
time.
94 feet, not player of the week.
Because you know I do this to inspire. I do this to inspire, not to like, it's constructive criticism. Because you know what I say? When we say that somebody not hooping, they start
Yeah,
hooping.
that's true. That's true.
Steph, they're 10th in the West. They're losing games, and Steph is just not being who he needs to be. Like
Yeah.
when I looked up and I saw his line at 24.5. What's going on? Like they just man. He is the head of the snake. Pause. You supposed to be doing more right now, man. You got to help your boys out, man. Don't wait to the playoffs. You got to do this now.
This goes back to what I said
About what?
about Steph Curry not being able
To lead a team?
to lead his team.
I don't want to
to
hear
the
this. I don't want to hear it. This man has
Listen.
4 rings.
Listen.
How is he not
doesn't-
leading this team?
When Steph doesn't have arguably the second best shooter in the world, second best shooter ever. Look at Clay; he's coming off the bench, right? If he doesn't have that second best shooter,
How many people gonna win with
dude
that
is
team?
in the
How many teams would have
he's in
won?
the play-in.
How many teams would have won with just Klay Thompson as their second best
We in the
person
play-in
and
right
Draymond
now.
Green
He
as their
stands in
third
the
best
play-in.
option?
This
How many
dude-
teams would have won like that?
This dude claims.
Yeah.
Listen, this dude claims he's Mr. Always Right.
He got.
I'm
Hey,
the one that's
I don't think
showing
I'm wrong. 4 rings.
Listen, this
4
dude,
rings. How am
he
I
needs
wrong?
to change his name to Mr. Opinion. I'm
4
Mr. Fact
rings.
right here. I give you facts to support my
So who led the team then?
to support my team. I mean to support my position. You
So who
give
led the team?
opinions.
The
What
first year they got a
team
ring.
won?
Who led it?
What do you mean?
Who led that team?
Again, we had this. Debate. Listen, we had this debate
Who?
already.
Who
We had
led
this
the
debate
team?
already? It was Steph Curry averaging the most points.
Who led the team?
But he had
Who hit Dellavedova with the step back three? Who did it? Who iced the game?
Okay, but he had a Klay Thompson that can.
Everybody had a best play, had another option.
One time and give you 60.
Same way about Jokic. Jamal Murray had a triple-double in Game 5 when they won.
And Klay Thompson was locking stuff up back then, too.
Everybody always have a good... Who won without a good second guy? Who won without a good second guy?
Green facilitate.
Who won without a good second guy?
Everything. I'm just telling you.
When was the last time a team won without a good second guy?
I can only give you the facts. Listen,
who else won without having a good beat?
Shoot the messenger, bro. I'm just telling you the facts.
Who led the team with the Celtics one? Who led that?
What Celtic team?
The Warriors Celtics 2022.
Oh, you talking about what just
who led that?
Here?
Yeah, who led that?
Listen, I'm not gonna say he won Finals MVP.
Was Moses Moody? What is it?
He Finals MVP.
Was it Gary Payton the second?
But again, you gotta look at his counterpart. But I'm just
Klay coming back from Achilles and an ACL.
I'm just giving you the facts.
Was prime Klay,
bruh. I'm just giving you the facts.
Yeah, he know all right. He know all right.
I can't do nothing but give you the facts. I can't do nothing but give you the facts. You're pleading, right?
I'm looking at your facts and looking through and seeing it counterfeit.
Listen, you're pleading Steph Curry to lead his team to the playoffs right now.
36-year-old Steph Curry is a little bit more difficult.
You're pleading this man to get this man to the playoffs.
All right, look at his team though, right? Draymond Green has missed about 30 games,
crazy, man.
right? Draymond Green missed at least 25, right? Mm-hmm. Andrew Wiggins always got some personal leave. He's gone.
Who is Steph Curry without 2-3 other Hall of Famers that he plays with?
Bro, you acting like Draymond Green was averaging 35.
Who is Draymond Green? Who is Steph Curry without 3 other Hall of Famers on his team?
Who will you get?
We don't know who Steph Curry is. I think he's a guy that can't lead his team to the playoffs.
I didn't know he was supposed to be.
This is just a fact.
I didn't know he was supposed to have a trash team.
I'm only giving you the facts. I can only give you the
So
facts.
how many times have Curry made the playoffs?
I don't know.
He got 4 rings. He's been to the finals, 5 times?
Has he had Klay Thompson and Draymond by his side?
Has LeBron had Wade?
Has
LeBron had Wade? Has he had Anthony Davis? Okay. Hall of Famers. So are we pulling from LeBron's legacy now too?
I'm not pulling from LeBron's
Why not?
legacy.
He had Kyrie Irving.
We know that LeBron can lead a team.
Hall of Famers.
We know LeBron can lead a team.
Hall of Famers.
We know LeBron can lead a team to the. I mean, he did when he got swept by the Spurs.
One time.
We're not gonna compare Curry to LeBron, right?
He got
not a comparison.
He got swept.
It's not
Curry's first time getting there. Got a ring. Averaged the most points in the team.
Correct. With 2 other Hall of Famers, correct? 2 other.
I don't know.
And in the next 2 rings, 3 Hall of Famers.
What about the one after? Klay
Hall of Famers.
Klay Thompson.
Who is Steph Curry without 2 Hall of Famers?
Who is LeBron without 2 Hall of Famers?
This is what you got to think. Look at Joker. How many Hall of Famers is he playing with? He got a ring. Joker can do it. Mm-hmm. Why can't Steph Curry do it?
It's not like, how much was Klay averaging? Klay was coming off Achilles and an ACL.
I'm only giving you the facts.
You act like Klay was playing at Hall of Fame level. Klay wasn't playing at Hall of Fame level though.
I think what you need to figure out.
Was he playing at Hall of Fame level?
Okay, check me out. Giannis, a few years ago, won a championship without Hall of Famers.
I think Drew will make it.
I think Drew will make it solely for his defense. Okay,
but think about it like this. But that ring.
So it can be done. It can be done.
You acting like Klay was playing like a Hall of Famer.
Has Steph Curry
was Klay playing like a Hall of Famer?
Steph Curry has done it.
I want to see the stats on it.
I don't think Steph Curry.
Before we wrap, we can even wrap this off camera.
I don't think
your argument has so many holes in it. How much did Klay average that finals?
Steph Curry without Hall of Famers on his team. Jokic
top 5 player of all time.
Jokic has done it. Jokic has done it. Yeah, he's top 5 player of all time, but he can't lead his team. Who
He
is
did
Steph
it so
Curry
many
without
times.
Chicago? That's all I'm saying, bro. I can only give you the facts. Mr. Fact, Mr. Opinion. This is why he listen, this
Hey.
is why he always say he 95% right, because
I'm looking at Klay's numbers, bro.
Looking at it's his opinion.
Klay Thompson in that finals, he was not playing like a Hall of Famer. 15,
Which one are you talking about?
The 2022 against the Celtics. 15 points, game 1. Game 2, 11.
Mm-hmm.
Game 3, 25.
Mm-hmm.
Game 4, 18. Game 5, 21. Game 6, 12.
Mm-hmm.
None of these games, all these games, he shot 40.
Again.
Look, last game of the final,
need-
5 for 20.
You need to
5
answer,
for 20.
You need to answer the reason.
Do you think that's Hall of Fame level?
What you just
Yeah.
what you just
Going 5 for
what you call
20 in a closeout game.
it? I don't think that's Hall of Fame level.
But you know,
at the
what did
same
Curry do
time-
that closeout
But
game?
at the same time, who
I
is
won this
Steph
one, man.
Curry? Who is Steph Curry? Okay, you're talking about Curry had a good series.
Curry made those guys Hall of Fame. Curry is the reason why Draymond Green will be in the Hall of Fame.
I think it's a whole package.
Pause. Same
I
way.
think it's a-
Draymond Green doesn't make All-Star games without Curry.
Draymond Green would be out the league if it wasn't for Curry.
Yeah, so like he led that. So I don't want it to look like Draymond was just like as good and as much as I like Draymond and as good as Draymond is at his role, Stephen Curry is the reason why he has his accolades.
I agree.
Curry led that team. This man was just a bruiser and can get some
So
rebounds, play
you're
some
saying
defense.
Curry is the reason for Draymond's success. Draymond is the reason for Curry's success.
Curry
The
has
same
attributed
thing- and the
Curry has
same
attributed
thing-
more to Draymond's success and then Draymond has done for his.
And the same thing with Clay. All that big three right there, pause, has contributed to each other's success.
Yeah, but I'm saying you're talking about how they're Hall of Famers. You take Clay off of that team and put him anywhere else, he doesn't have the same impact. He doesn't win a ring. He doesn't have that same. Curry is what the
If you
reason.
take Steph Curry off of that team and you put him,
You can
anywhere
substitute
else,
Curry
he's
in
not
systems
winning-
more.
He's not winning.
I
a ring
guarantee he
anywhere
can.
else.
He's the
Where would he-
reason for them being as good. Like a guy that can shoot from anywhere, do all the things he can. Obviously, Clay's going to look better. Obviously, Clay's going to have better looks. Obviously, Draymond Green's impact looks higher because his assist is higher. Why? Because he's passing to the best shooter of all time.
The question still remains. Who is Steph Curry without 2 or 3?
They're not
Hall of Famers.
They're not Hall of Famers without
2
him.
or 3 Hall of Famers.
They're not Hall of Famers without him.
Right.
So you're saying who is he without them? They wouldn't be Hall of Famers
Correct. Steph
Without him.
Curry makes them
Hall of Famers.
Hall of Yeah.
So you're saying who would he be without these?
I'm not debating that.
You're
I'm
saying
not
who would he
debating
be without Hall of Famers? But he is the reason why you will consider him. If there's any other guard that's in that position, Clay is not a Hall of Famer, and neither is Draymond. At least Draymond. Maybe Clay because his shooting ability. Draymond is not a super. He's not a All-Star. He's not getting that Hall of Fame status if it's not for Steph.
Not debating that.
Not for Steph. So you're like, who
Not
is he
debating
without
that at all.
the guy that he
Not
made?
debating that at all. Not debating those at all. I'm not debating that. We're debating if Steph Curry
He's that good to
was
turn guys
not-
into Hall of Famers. That's how good it is. He turned guys into Hall of Famers.
The thing
And you're
that-
talking about he wouldn't win it without him, but he's the reason why they have that status.
he wouldn't win it without him, man.
They wouldn't have that status without him.
My question, you still haven't answered it. Who is Steph Curry? How many rings does Steph Curry have if he doesn't play with 2 Hall of Famers?
We would never know because I wouldn't consider him a Hall of Famers if it wasn't for Steph.
Okay. Giannis isn't playing with a Hall. Drew, maybe.
Giannis is a top. He's
I'm
Giannis.
saying throughout
Like,
his Curry's whole career, if he didn't have 2 Hall of Famers to play with,
but you
just
acting like
Giannis,
Draymond.
just
Draymond
like
is
Joker,
a second round pick.
just like Joker,
Like Draymond is a second round. Nobody thought he was going to be good.
just like Joker.
Klay Thompson was a 10th, 11th pick.
I got another one for you. Just like Joker.
Yeah, Joker
He's not
was-
playing with no Hall of Famers. Giannis ain't playing with no Hall of Famers.
No.
Well, now he is, but Giannis wasn't playing with. Kawhi wasn't playing with no Hall of Famers.
When?
In Toronto, he was playing with some Hall of Famers.
Man, they got injuries, man.
He was playing with some Hall
He
of
played a
Famers?
young Giannis. He played good.
That's 3 people right there that don't have 2 Hall of Famers, and they won the ring. You can't sit up here and tell me.
He was with them for 1 year.
Listen, you can't sit up here and tell me how many rings Steph Curry would have without those other 2.
But you can't. That's a debatable question.
That lets me believe that you don't think he can go to the playoffs, but
He's made guys into Hall of Famers. That's how good he is. So you're saying he wouldn't win without them, but he's made them into Hall of Famers. That's how good he is. Kawhi didn't make a guy into a Hall of Famer. Jokic hasn't made a guy into a Hall of Famer. Maybe Jamal Murray,
I'm giving you
possibility.
I'm giving you the facts.
But Curry has made them. So you're saying these guys would be Hall of Famers if it wasn't for Curry?
I think Clay would. I don't think Draymond would.
I don't even know about Clay. That's debatable.
Clay dribbling.
Because
Clay's shot is crazy.
But has he dribbled? Can he dribble? If you would put Clay on another team, can he get those same type of looks without somebody having to worry about Steph Curry?
Again, you're deviating from what
Clay
what the
can't even
question
dribble.
is.
There's no way he's winning.
Yeah,
no.
but you're deviating from what the question actually is. Who is Steph Curry without? Does
I don't
Steph
know, man,
because
he makes guys into Hall of Famers.
Steph Curry has played how many seasons now? However many seasons. Does he
14, so.
win 4 rings without 2 Hall of Famers? Yes or no?
Yeah.
You think he wins 4 rings without...
Not 4.
I said...
Oh, sorry, not 4. I think he wins 2 because he did. He won 2 with guys that he made into Hall of Famers.
All right, man.
Yeah. On that note...
Who is Steph Curry without 2 Hall of Famers?
You got a guy that wins 2 rings. The only guy he didn't make into a Hall of Fame was KD.
Let me just ask you this last question.
Uh-huh.
Is Steph Curry top 5 with 2 rings? With only 2 rings, is Steph Curry top 5?
The reason why that's debatable...
No. It ain't no. I'm asking you, legendary Shane, is Steph Curry in your top 5 if he only has 2 rings?
Yeah. Want to know why? Because that same logic you have for him, you apply that same logic to Bron. Because if Bron can still be top 5 with 2 rings, because think about it, Wade and Bosh, 2 Hall of Famers, he had the same thing that Curry had. So he will have 2. So that way, his place in that top 5 will be questionable now. He doesn't hold that top 5 as he does now, with the same kind of like authority, the same cemented top 5. LeBron's questionable. So now you start to look at if LeBron's questionable, then you look at, oh, I may accept Curry into it now. The same way I accept Curry into it because he has 4, the same way I accept Bron into it because he has 4. If you take away 2 rings from both of those guys, it gets a little bit more questionable. So if I have to allow Bron in because he has 2, same way I feel comfortable letting Curry in because he has 2.
Curry is going to get 2 rings without arguably the best shooter of all time.
Bro.
Or top 5 shooter of all time. And Draymond.
Did Bron make Wade and Bosh into Hall of Famers? Or were they already on that path?
Again,
Look, were they on that path before?
You're not.
Were they on that path before?
Oh no, they were.
Wade already.
Yes, they were.
Wade already had a ring.
Yeah.
They were on that path.
Yes, they were.
All right. He won 2 rings with them. So say if you only count the ring that Bron won with AD and still like Kevin Love and Kyrie, maybe 2 Hall of Famers. He didn't make those guys. Those guys' numbers dropped when Bron came. When Curry got there, he rose the numbers of his guys. He made them into Hall of Famers. Bron didn't make Kevin Love and Kyrie into Hall of Famers. He didn't make Wade and Bosh to Hall of Famers. He went and grouped up with future Hall of Famers. Curry made his guys into Hall of Famers. So if you start to look at rings and say, okay, Bron has 2, I'm okay with putting Curry in that top 5. If Bron has 2 and he's here, I'm comfortable putting Curry in here with.
You're saying Bron.
So I'm saying I will put Curry in there.
Bron has led his team to the finals without 2 Hall of Famers. He has done that. That's a fact.
Once.
That's a fact.
Okay, he's done it once.
Has he done it?
And got swept.
Okay. Has he done it? Yes or no?
But Clay wasn't a Hall of
Okay,
Famer
I'm
that first
asking you.
year.
Oh,
Clay
okay.
wasn't a
All
Hall.
right.
He was
Just
a
walk
he was
with
a
me.
possible.
All right.
Clay's still not a cemented Hall of
Walk with
Famer.
me. Just walk with me.
He's not a cemented Hall of Famer. Neither is
Did
Draymond.
You said LeBron. Did LeBron take his team to the playoffs without 2 Hall of Famers? Yes or no? Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Curry did the same though.
Did Joker take his team to the playoffs without 2 Hall of Famers?
Yep.
Did Giannis?
Yep.
Did Kawhi?
Yep. Curry did as well.
Okay.
Clay wasn't a Hall of Famer that first year that they went. Clay was averaging like 14.
I'm only giving you the facts.
I'm not doing it.
I'm only.
How much was
giving
Clay
you the
averaging the
facts.
year that Curry led them to the playoffs?
I'm only giving you the facts.
Was Clay a Hall of Famer that year? Did he look like he was going to be a Hall of Famer that
He
year?
was one of the best shooters in the
He was
world,
averaging
I
like
can tell you that.
15.
He was one of the best shooters in the
Averaging
world.
15. So you feel like with him averaging low numbers like that, it was projected to him to be a Hall of Famer, and he helped Curry. Curry didn't lead that team. How many guys have led their team to the playoffs?
Projected to be one of the best players
Nah.
because of his shooting ability and his defense.
Nah, he was like a
And
good
Draymond,
player.
because of his defense and his facilitation.
So you're telling me Clay wasn't even starting? Draymond wasn't even starting that year. It was David Lee. Those years, like Draymond wasn't starting. He was off the bench.
Who was on that team then?
It was Andrew Bogut, who wasn't nice. David Lee wasn't like that nice, like
David Lee was
Steph
okay.
Curry. But
David
Steph
Lee was
Curry
all right.
led that team. Klay
Is
Thompson
Steph
was
Curry
just, he was
without two
barely,
balls? We still don't know who Steph Curry is without
he
two
led it.
balls?
Draymond Green wasn't a starter.
Okay.
Yeah, he
I
led
said,
him.
All right. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know what else, that's the end of episode, what is that, 20, 21?
2021, something like that.
21, one of those.
Uh-huh.
And we're gonna come back next week, and Steph Curry is still not gonna be able to lead his team to the playoffs. I don't know. Maybe he will this time, though. Maybe he will.
Yeah.